Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan, and this is the KingCast, the live podcast where we cover the latest Bethesda news. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday that the good Lord has given us. Man, we've got a lot to talk about as always. Hey, be sure and hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. You may like what you see on this channel. Like I said, we've got so much to cover today. We've got Starfield news, we've got Fallout 76 news, as always, and we've got Fallout 25th anniversary news. We're going to talk about what Bethesda may have planned for the 25th anniversary. They've already got some stuff planned. There's some things in the works, but I want to hear from y'all what you may think if there's any surprises in the works. Well, I would love to see some surprises from them on their 25th anniversary. They need to do something big for the 25th anniversary of Fallout. Remember, we just had the 25th anniversary of the Elder Scrolls, and we did get something. We got the 25th anniversary Skyrim edition. And that's where we're going to start the news today. We're going to start with the 25th anniversary Skyrim edition has gone to the Switch. It is now live on the Switch. You can get it. It's $70 if you want if you want to buy Skyrim again. So yeah, but I'll probably buy it again for the 25th time. Hey, 25 for 25. But the cool thing is, just to pat myself on the back just for a second, I told y'all about this for like 3 or 4 months ago that it was going to come from the Switch. I love when I get some stuff right every once in a while. But that is so cool that it's coming to the Switch, and you can get that right now. So with that in mind, I wonder what Bethesda may have planned for the 25th anniversary of Fallout. Maybe a remaster of one of the Fallouts. Can we get a 25th anniversary edition Fallout something? Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, or something. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Like I said, we've got Starfield news, we have got Fallout 76 news, and the Fallout 25th anniversary news. Let me say hi to a few folks here. Sarge, how's it going? Fernando, what's going on? The Area Uncensored, how's it going? Hire Tim Kane for the 25th. Hey, that might work. Renrut, what's going on? Good to see all y'all. And Seth, how's it going? Thank y'all for stopping by as well. Thank y'all for spending a little bit of your Saturday right here with me. That always makes me feel very special when you do that. Again, hit that like button. I want to remind y'all as well, if you can and if you're able, we do have a channel membership now. Just another way you can help this channel and help me. If y'all want to do that, plus get some cool benefits as well. That it's right down there below, right down where the description is. You can hit join channel, and you can become a member of the King's Crew, and you'll get a nice little cool crown. And you'll become a moderator on the KingCast, a moderator on the live streams, and plus we're going to have some cool members only stuff that is coming up somewhere in the future. All right, let's start out with Fallout 76 stuff. Of course, there's stuff going on right now in Fallout 76, which most of you guys know. Right now is a huge weekend in Fallout 76. Fernando, I'm so glad you caught me live today. I am glad. Y'all always make me feel special when y'all are here. It is double score weekend right now. I was going to say it's a huge weekend, and it's not because my Razorbacks are playing, because they are doing terrible today. We won't talk about them today. No, it is double score weekend in Fallout 76. But that's not the only thing. It is also double script weekend. It is Gold Rush weekend, and it's Minerva's big sale. So there is so much. Yes, Pig Suey. They've been doing good this year until this weekend. They came up against #1 Alabama. Anyway, double score. So if you're working on that season, this is a great time to jump in. Remember, it is only double on the dailies, not the weeklies. But instead of 250, you can get over 500. It's not just 500, it's like 515, something like that, points for every daily challenge. Very cool. And like I said, if you need to get rid of some legendary stuff, you get like 800 script now, which is crazy, instead of the 400 script. You also get, I believe, 800. Um, you can turn in 800, get 800 gold bullion from treasury notes as well. And then Minerva has some really cool stuff, some Secret Service stuff. I checked it out yesterday. But of course, y'all can check that out as well. She was at um, I'm gonna throw it out, Foundation yesterday. So I think that's where she still is as well. So that's what's going on right now in Fallout 76. But next week, coming this Tuesday, if you didn't hear, it came out in the Inside the Vault. The invaders, the aliens, are coming back this Tuesday, and they are going to be here for a while. In fact, they are going to be here through the 18th. So that is the 4th through the 18th. The invaders from beyond are going to be back in Fallout 76. So that's quite a long event there. Plus, remember, it already has been confirmed that the Halloween event is also coming, and that is going to be, I believe it's been confirmed, the 25th through November the 8th. Now, no new prizes have been confirmed as of yet, but with the Halloween event, we are going to have the candy dishes like we had last year. We are going to have the spooky scorched. There are some new costumes for the scorched, but I do hope they add a few new prizes this year. That would be great. If not, I'll be playing with my lower characters so I can get the prizes with them. I do love the spooky scorched and the holiday scorched. I love those events, but that's coming up on the 25th. I wonder if Bethesda loves surprising us. I wonder if Bethesda has some surprises for the anniversary, the 25th anniversary. We're going to be talking about that a lot today. The 25th anniversary of Fallout, if you didn't know, happens the 10th of this month. So in 9 days, we are going to have the 25th anniversary of Fallout, which is a major thing, and they've got a huge chance of doing something very special. Now, they've already got some really cool things planned. They're going to have some really cool events I'm about to tell you about. But I'm wondering in game, in Fallout 76, and like I talked about, kind of hinted at the first, it's a great opportunity to give us a Fallout 4 remastered with all the Creation Club stuff. We'll talk about that in just a minute. That was what they did for Skyrim, remember, for the 25th anniversary. That would just make sense. That would be an easy do. I don't know why they wouldn't do something that easy, but y'all be thinking about what you would like to see them do. I thought I turned that ringer off. What you would like to see Bethesda do for us for the Fallout. Um, that ringer is off. I don't know what was dinging. For the Fallout 25th anniversary. Let me tell you about these dates. These are really cool. These are official Bethesda party events that are upcoming, and these are so cool. Now, the first one, I so wished I lived in Australia for this, because this is going to be amazing. So any of you guys that happen to be in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, at the International Games Week, that is the 7th and 8th of October. So that's coming up this weekend. It's going to be located on Collins Street at the Dove Club. It is something that is called the Worlds of Bethesda. If you want to actually see Bethesda's tweet, you can go to my Twitter page and you can actually see their tweet about this. But I want y'all to hear just a little bit about this. This is so cool. They are going to do an interactive thing on the worlds of Redfall, Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout, and Starfield. We're going to talk about Starfield a lot today. And I'm wondering if we may learn something more about Starfield. Now, they've already said they're not going to give any more gameplay on Starfield, nothing new. But what this is an interactive thing on the lore of these worlds. So I'm wondering if we might learn more about the lore of Starfield. But just listen to some of the things that they're going to have at this thing. Bethesda has promised interactive experiences, immersive entertainment, themed food and beverages. All this is free, by the way. Community party, and a whole lot more at the event. There'll be a Tamriel Tavern inspired by the Elder Scrolls Online to explore, an anti gravity space room inspired by Starfield, as well as a post apocalyptic survivor HQ inspired by Redfall. I wonder why that's not Fallout. Anyway, each experience will be, I guess they're both apocalyptic, post apocalyptic. Each experience will be available to explore freely, although you will need to book in for a slot, and these will be very in demand, obviously. Plus, you'll get free prizes and, like I said, food and all that cool stuff. So that is the 7th and the 8th. That is coming up this weekend. So very, very, very cool. Now, at the end of this month, here are some other things they're doing for the 25th anniversary. They are going to be having some cosplay and party events in Boston, Good Springs, Nevada, because of obviously uh, Fallout New Vegas, Sutton, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Boston is going to be October the 23rd at 11 a.m. By the way, y'all can go back after this is over, rewind, and you'll have these dates and times. So I wanted to get these down. Boston is October the 23rd at 11 a.m. And again, these are free events. They're going to have cosplay and all kinds of stuff there. Good Springs, Nevada is October the 22nd at 3:30 Pacific time. By the way, that 11 a.m. Boston time was Eastern. All these other times are going to be Eastern. Sutton, West Virginia is October the 22nd at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then Washington, D.C. is October the 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern. So Washington and Boston are both on the 23rd. Good Springs and Sutton is both on the 22nd. So those are going to be so cool. So I'm glad to see they're doing some interactive things like that with the fans, both this coming weekend and then later on in the month. So, with all that said, now it comes to us. What are they going to do for us, the fans that don't happen to be in Melbourne, Australia, or Boston and these other places? Do you think they're going to do something special inside Fallout 76, or maybe a game like a remaster? Do you think possibly? We've been talking about this for a long time. I know other YouTubers have talked about this for a long, long time. Do you think it is possible that they might have a game, a remaster, just waiting to hand to us this month for the 25th anniversary of Fallout? Now, I have thought all along, and I've told y'all all along, that the easiest way and what I thought that they might do, because of what they did for the Elder Scrolls, was to remaster, to enhance, not really a full remaster, but to enhance Fallout 4 and to just add the Creation Club stuff to it and make it a 25th anniversary Fallout 4 edition, like they did for Skyrim, and re-release it. I thought that would be a real easy thing to do for the fans. However, I'm not saying they're not, and they may. Bethesda likes to do multiple releases. But one thing that they did do just a few days ago on, I believe, September the 26th, they just released a new 25th anniversary steelbook for Fallout 4. Of course, it don't have the Creation Club stuff in it. So I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if that means they're not doing it. So if you want to pick up that steelbook, I probably will. I collect steelbooks, so that's really cool. But there is that Fallout 4 Steelbook out there. But I would love for them to do a remaster. Of course, I would rather have Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, but Fallout 4 would be great as well. Tell me what y'all think. Flake says, I would hope they have something. I'd be extremely demoralized to just get some repeat events in 76 for Fallout 25th anniversary. Hey, Gentugo. Yeah, me too. You know, I know they're doing the Alien event, but if they literally go all month and all we have is the and hey, y'all know I'm Mr. Positive. But if all we have is the Alien event and the repeat Halloween event, and we don't get a remaster, that means they have a running Fallout game during the time of the 25th anniversary of Fallout, and we don't get anything new. Plus, we don't get a remaster. Now, I'm not going to throw a fit or anything, but that's going to be very, very disappointing. You know, I mean, I know they're busy. But come on, we've got Montreal, we've got Rockville, Maryland, we've got Austin, we've got Dallas. That's 4 main studios with support studios and Xbox now. So with 4 studios, y'all don't think, knowing that the 25th anniversary is coming up, don't you think that they could do something? Now, there's a very good idea. What about an expedition? An expedition to the Boneyard, an expedition to Mariposa. What about an expedition? I believe that there is an expedition that they are in works on to Washington, D.C. I know that's in the works. Could it be that they might? I don't know. It's awful close to the release of the Pit, but could it be that we have a surprise release of a Washington, D.C.? Now, I'm with you. I would rather go all the way back to a Fallout 1. I would love that. That would be a long helicopter ride. But wouldn't it be great to go back to one of the original locations just because it's the 25th anniversary? For any of you that have played Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, it would really be neat to go back to one of those original locations. It might make more sense to do a Fallout 3 location again, Washington, D.C. But again, anything with 4 studios. And again, I'm not beating up on them, but you just think, I don't know why, y'all. Why do you have a phone that the ringer is turned off and it's still dinging? I've never had that happen. And it does it during a show. Flake says the expedition lead came out and said that the early data mine expedition files were just tests and shouldn't be. Yeah, yes, I know that. But what else are they going to say? Are they going to say Bethesda likes to keep secrets? Okay, they're not going to come out and say that's the next one we're working on. But Washington D.C. is one that they're working on. I mean, it. It just is. I'm not saying it's the next one, but that it was not just one picture. It was several things that was leaked from Washington. So I'm guessing here. This is not coming from I don't give y'all leaks from inside sources, but I'm guessing that Washington D.C. is definitely in their plans. Hey, Nukem, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, an expedition is not as good to me as a remaster, a full remaster. But I would be satisfied with that, giving us good content for the current game. I think that's a great thing to do. I think 76 needs desperately some content. They definitely need more. Boy, y'all forgive my phone. I tried to get it far enough away. I guess it's just going to ding. Okay. Let me try that way. Flake says it was a small world space, but I don't know. These things happen You workshop ideas to see what works well before pulling the trigger and committing to an idea could be. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I know what you're saying. But again, I mean, I have to say, Fallout 3, the main place is Washington, D.C. It has to be a place that we're going to go eventually. It just has to. Uh, every scoreboard, another location. That would be great as well. I really don't know. It's according how long, once they have the template up of the expedition, I wonder how long it takes to put into another expedition. I hope it's a pretty easy thing to overlay another mission into that. I hope it's easy enough that we can. Uh, I don't see why we couldn't get one every 3 months. That would be a great thing. I wished we would. That would be a great thing. My phone is broke, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna quit fiddling with my phone. Um, would y'all? And this is a great question, since we're talking about the expeditions, and y'all are about to change my mind. Uh, would y'all rather have a have content for Fallout 76 or a remaster of Fallout 4, Fallout 3, or Fallout New Vegas? If if you could choose something for Bethesda to do for you this month, which would you do? Seth says Fallout 3 remaster. Oh man. Now remember though, remember guys, I have to I have to slow y'all down. A Fallout 3 remaster is not the same thing as a Fallout 3 remake. If they do a remaster of Fallout, and y'all know this, but some may not, uh, just remastering Fallout 3 means mainly enhancing the graphics. You're still going to have the janky gunplay. It's not going to have modern gunplay and all that. Okay. Uh, to go back in, as far as I understand, to do any changes to the gunplay or like that, you would almost have to redo the whole game. So that would be a remake of the game. Again, I'm not a game dev. I'm not trying to uh, uh, YouTube explain this to y'all because I don't know, but just from things that I understand. So, yes, I would love to get Fallout 3 with greater graphics and understanding. You know, I understand that it's going to play different than the modern games, but some people don't. Some people don't. Uh, that's just the way it is. Remaster with the Creation Engine. Flake says to do it in the Creation Engine would be a remake. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Fallout Vegas remake would be better. I would love a full remake to use the basically to use the auto files. So it would be the same voice actors and all that, same story, same everything. Uh, and again, I'm not a game dev. I don't know how much of the art design and all that you could use. Uh, and just enhance the graphics. You'd probably have to redo all of that stuff. It'd be almost like making a brand new game. The only thing you could keep would be the music and the voice files. But you know, if you had something that performed more like a Fallout 4 or a modern one, especially with the Creation 2 engine, oh man, that Fallout 3 playing like a brand new game. Oh, because I guarantee you there are a lot of people watching the show right now that have not played Fallout 3. Uh, and maybe, you know what? And this is something that I know has been talked about. I know there's mods for it, but this is something that's actually been talked about and discussed. How about actually making Fallout 1 into a 3D game? What if Bethesda did that? Bethesda now owns the Fallout franchise. They can do anything they want to with it, even though they were not the ones that made Fallout 1. they own it now, so they can do anything they want to with it. Why don't they take the story and uh, they would probably want to do new voice actors, possibly. But what if they remade Fallout 1 into a 3D game so that the modern generation could play it? I guarantee you it is a small percentage of people that have played Fallout 1. And I'm talking about true diehard Fallout fans. Most people have played Fallout 3 and up. That I think that would be a great thing for Bethesda to do if you were really wanting to, because Todd Howard said, they might as well remake a new game. Well, if you're going to remake one, then what about that? Let's see. Maybe the modders will finish their remakes of 3 in New Vegas inside Fallout 4. Those take so long, bless their heart, with modders. But yes, I love those. Sarge says, I would love more 76 in the form of map expansion, even just more locations in the areas on the map that are not used. So much of 76 map is actually unused and out of bounds. I agree with that, Sarge. I don't mind the expeditions, but I wish they would do more in map stuff. I really do. I absolutely do 100%. Flake says, I think the slow pace, broken up map, and turn based combat would keep a lot of newer Fallout fans away from Fallout 1, even if it was remastered into the 3D format. Do you really? Now, I think Bethesda would definitely have to change it a little bit into their style more, Flakes, if you understand what I mean by that. Uh, and of course, that might make some diehard Fallout fans upset. People get upset anyway. But you're right; they are totally different type games. But to totally make it into a Bethesda game, you would have to pace it different, and they would have to make some changes to it. The Inquisitor says modders are working on making 1 and 2 in the Fallout 4 engine. Yes, I knew that. I knew. In fact, I have played some 3D, not full games, but I have played some 3D uh, mods in both Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, and they're pretty cool. They really are cool. If you've never played Fallout 1 and 2, and if you don't want to uh, experience, the top down, if you don't like that at all, then try some of the mods that are out there. They are really cool. Flake says, yeah, I get you, but that comes with its own bundle of issues. Yep, hard to translate the uh, the overworld map approach into Bethesda style. It is. I think Bethesda could do it though. Once they made their world, I think the making of the world, which is what Bethesda does best, that's I mean, once Bethesda's got that's what makes a Bethesda game to me, is their map and the exploring of their map. I love that. That's what they do best. Uh, if they would take that, and I that's where a lot of the changes would take place, taking that map and changing it into that 3D map. And like I said, they would probably have to add things and change things into more of their type model. But once they got that world built, then it would start falling into place. In my mind, it would anyway. The Sarge says, I just want more content. That doesn't mean charging a battery by stirring the stew. Are you already tired of making the stew? Oh, man, that's pretty fun. If y'all want a tip, by the way, put a stim pack in the stew for the settlers, put Psycho in the stew for the raiders. If y'all hadn't figured that out yet, it didn't take much brains to figure that out, but that makes them like it more. And so yeah, I think, in fact, I think you get a little bit more whatever XP, not XP, but rank up if you do that. You can't find the stew. What do you mean you can't find the stew? All of our problems is we can't get away from the stew. Well, We could talk about this for a while. I do hope they have something planned. We're about to talk about Starfield, so I'm glad y'all hung on. But I really, really, really hope they have something planned for us. I know Newcomb says he don't think they do. I guess if I had to be pressed, I would say no. I don't think they do either. And that's just from how we've been treated lately. Bethesda used to be so fan friendly. If y'all are newer to Bethesda, Bethesda used to be so fan friendly, and I'm not saying they're not now, but it just seems like lately they've just dropped off in how they treat us and give things to us. Uh, they still like to surprise us, uh, like they did with the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. So hopefully, I'm not saying they're not going to do it. I'm still holding out hope that we get something. Whether you want a remaster remake, which would be a huge thing, or content in Fallout 76. Either way is fine with me. I hope they thought ahead and put in effort to do something like this. I really do. Okay, some Starfield news right off the bat, and we got some discussion to go along with Starfield as well. So let's talk about it. Number one, it was discussed earlier this week that pre-orders may be coming for Starfield. Well, guess what? You can now pre-order Starfield at certain locations. So select retailers are now letting you pre-order Starfield. So it is getting close. Uh, we still don't know when Starfield release date is. It is still saying these that are letting you pre-order. It still says the first quarter. Now this is important. It words it this way. It says the first quarter of 2023. So we're talking about January, February, March. That would be the first part of. I'm thinking, uh, boy, that those March dates just sound so good. I want them to finish. No, I'm not kidding you. It's here. We are here. Uh, you want me to make you really feel bad? The feel bad is we're only a month away from when the original date for Starfield was. Now, this is my question to you about Starfield, guys. Do you guys believe and do you want? I want y'all to remember back to Fallout 4 because we're getting close to the launch of Starfield. Do you believe that they are going to launch Starfield with console mods the way they did with Fallout 4? Remember on the console that was a first. Fallout 4 was the first game of Bethesda that had console mods right there. Uh, and by the way, it was the first one on PC that had actual Bethesda what supported mods uh, that were right there. Plus, do you want them to launch it with the Creation Club? Now, I've got mixed emotions with Creation Club. I think I know this is a conversation that could blow up the wrong direction, but I still believe Creation Club can be a great thing for both modders, for Bethesda, and for the fans. I really do if they do it correctly. I really do. Now, I don't want them to steal a mod that's already out. I don't want them to, in other words, say there's a gun skin that's already out as a free mod, and then they take that free mod down and release it on Creation Club for money. No, that's wrong. Okay, or a backpack or whatever. I don't think that's right. But if they stay in smaller type DLC stuff, they release player homes. Uh, Eleonora, I think I'm pronouncing her name right. She does amazing mod work. You can find her on Twitter. Uh, she does amazing modding work in both Skyrim and Fallout. She does one of the things that she does great is player homes, fully decorated. They are gorgeous. They are the prettiest player homes you'll ever want to see. Uh, and she will normally release a Creation Club mod that is a package. Not only is it a player home, but it also comes with some other things, a new weapon, new whatever. But the thing is, you can tell that she has put hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into this. And this is why I say, uh, Gentugo says she also streams on Twitch. Thank you for that as well. Um, this is why I say it can be good for the modder, good for Bethesda, and good for fans. Uh, number one, for her to be able to continue to do things like that, once you get of a certain age and a family and all that kind of stuff, to put that kind of time into something, you literally, if you're not getting paid for it, uh, then it's really hard to continue to do that. I know you can do it as a hobby, but there's only a certain amount of time you can spend on your hobby. And I know modders spend a lot of time on their hobby, and that's a great thing. And I love modders for that. But if we can compensate some of these a little bit, and again, I don't mean for piddly things that are already free. Uh, I want it to be handled right, and I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these that obviously spend a lot of time, and they're going to continue to spend time to give us stuff. So it rewards them for what they do. It also helps Bethesda out, obviously, and then it continues to give us content as the game is finished. So it's a wonderful thing. Uh, and used to, you had to be on PC, plus you had to go to the Nexus to get mods, and a lot of people didn't know how to do that, and it was just a hard process, and it messed up the game and other stuff. Well, now it is so simple. It's literally as the click of a button, and of course they can still mess up your game, but it's the click of a button. It's right there, either on your console, on your PC, and it has gone through some kind of process where Bethesda's looked at it, especially if it's a Creation Club thing. Okay, let's see. I don't use mods or console commands on new games until I beat it at least once. I'm the same way. I do that as well. I go through it without mods, and then I start playing with mods. Sometimes I play it twice without mods, and then I start playing it with mods. Flake says pretty likely that it will or come shortly after release. I don't think they'd skip it for Starfield. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it comes right at the start. Y'all think back with me. I cannot remember, um, and there's a reason I can't remember. I don't remember if Fallout 4 had it on release or not. And there's a reason, because I had the dadgum, uh, I had a PS4 instead of an Xbox back then, and Sony was jerks. They wouldn't give us the mods, and that's why I went and traded my PS4 in for an Xbox, because I wanted the Fallout 4 mods. So I really don't know if they came out when the game released or not. I honestly don't know. So can y'all tell me if the console mods came out at the release of Fallout 4? And of course, with my lupus, I wouldn't remember back that long anyway. Flake says Creation Club is a good thing, but I think they'll hold on a little longer this time. When it's launched for 4 and Skyrim, it was Bethesda made stuff. They probably want to wait for a modder made stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. Modding on PC is not hard. There's so many more than on console. It's worth the extra steps anyway. I agree with that, especially if you know what you're doing. Mississippi Queen, there's my wife. Hey, we've scored 17 points now. Well, that's good. Have they scored any more? We're almost done too. Console mods did not come out when Fallout 4 came out. Okay, I thought they were a little later. Very good. They might launch them both with a price drop a year from now. Great. Gotcha. So very good. Uh, well, just know you can pre-order Starfield at select locations right now. That is crazy that it's already getting close. Man, we are getting so close. With that said, when do y'all think we will get some more information about Starfield? Are they going to be uh, are they just going to not tell us anything else, not give us any more information until the end of this year? What do y'all think? Y'all let me know, because boy, they have been closed mouthed about it since the delay back earlier in the summer. Really, since E3, or what became E3, we haven't gotten anything from or about Starfield. So, all the news that we've had today, thank y'all for joining me. We're going to cut it a little bit short today. I've got some things I've got to go take care of. But guys, a lot going on in Fallout 76 right now. The Fallout anniversary coming up. So remember that it's starting, uh, well, it's the 10th. So but we can celebrate it all month. Hey, I like to celebrate my birthday for a week, so we can celebrate the 25th anniversary of Fallout for a month, can't we? And then, of course, Starfield as well. Thank y'all for joining me today and spending a little bit of your Saturday right here with me. I appreciate it so much. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.